Hello, lovely people. Viv going live from York. Um, so well, you will probably all know that I'm a shamanic practitioner. I do shamanic healing for people, and obviously that's part of my spiritual practice. So it's something that I do regularly myself. I do journeys most weeks, sort of rituals in the morning and stuff like that. Um, and a friend of mine has got me into a book by Robert Moss about dreams and linking dreams to be similar to going on a shamanic journey. So I've started doing a dream journal and I'm starting analysing my dreams whilst listening to that book. And then obviously I do essential oils. And I just wanted to, one of the things I've been really enjoying, so quite often if I get, say, I do a shamanic healing with someone and I get them a power animal, that's one of the first things I would do. Um, quite often people ask me, what does that animal mean? And my thing is always to reflect it back and go, well, what does that animal mean to you? And one of the things I do when I do a healing for someone and they first get introduced to their power animal is send them some journaling prompts about what does that animal mean to you? How can you see yourself using it? Is there anything relevant about the landscape that you can imagine it living in, etc., etc. So it's one of the things that really attracted me to shamanic work in the first place. Was the fact that your power animal is yours, and even if somebody had the same power animal as you, they're going to have a different relationship with that power animal. The same way that, I'm the mum of two children, and I should imagine that the relationship they have with me is different because they're different people. So you can't say Viv is this thing. Like Viv as a friend is this thing, or Viv as a mum is this thing, or Viv as a daughter is that thing. And I've got three brothers, so Viv as a sister is probably very different to my three brothers. So it's very similar to that, and it's just one of the things that I think quite often we give our power away by looking to somebody else for what they think about something. So yes, I may be the shamanic practitioner who has got you a power animal and done some healing for you, but actually how that power animal is going to impact you is down to what relationship you have with it and what that animal means to you. And it's the same with dreams. You can get a dream journal, something that explains what dreams mean. Like if you see a box in a dream, it means, if that's not what boxes mean to you, or if that's a specific box that it might have been part of your childhood, or if it's a treasure chest, it might be different to a cigarette box, and a cigar box to someone might mean something different to you. And that's one of the things I've loved listening to Robert Moss in his Dream Gates thing, is he's been keeping dream journals for like 20 years, so you'd think he's the expert. But he says, no, don't ever let somebody tell you what your dreams mean to you, because you've got to be the one who starts learning your dream landscape and what it means to you. And somebody could give their opinion, but it's only ever going to be their opinion, and don't look to anybody else to tell you what your things mean. And it's so refreshing to hear that, because, there's a lot of things out there where things mean, archetypal stuff, like if you see this, it means this, and it means this to everyone. And it's like, I don't think that is true. I think that's disempowering. I think you give your power away when you look to someone else to explain your understanding of the world, or your understanding of what your power animal might mean, or your understanding of what your dreams might mean. And obviously if that's the same across sort of dreams and shamanism and journeying and power animals, then obviously it's going to be the same to other things. And the same with essential oils. This is why I love essential oils, because somebody will say, well, peppermint really helps me with headaches. And somebody else will go, well, frankincense works for me and peppermint doesn't. And someone else will go, well, wild orange works for me and peppermint, I don't like peppermint. And it's one of the things I love, is that because we've got so much option of the oils that we can use. And if you look through a book, you will see that loads of the oils help with loads of the similar stuff, that actually you can pick and choose the ones that really work with you and resonate with you and make you feel better, etc., etc. So it was just lovely. I was actually listening to it walking to the pub yesterday. I went for a long walk to the pub, and listening to this man, seriously, if somebody had been driving past me, they might have thought I was a bit demented, because I had this big grin on my face, because he just kept saying, I'm not the expert. I've been doing this for 20 years, so I'm the expert on my own dreams and what my own dreams mean to me, but I'm not the expert on what your dreams. And he even was really derogatory about sort of like the dream encyclopedias about what not wearing shoes in dreams means, and if you see a bat, it means this. And it was so refreshing, because I think that quite often it's like, stop giving your power away to somebody who's written a book about stuff, what stuff means. You know, yeah, maybe use it as a reference, but don't give your power away and assume they have the answers to what your dreams mean or whatever. And the same with essential oils. Just because you can use like Melaleuca for treating head lice or for acne, if Melaleuca doesn't work for you, go and find something else, because there'll definitely be something else. And don't have someone tell you that that's the only thing you can use. I mean, I don't know any essential oil person who would ever tell you that's the only thing you can use, because we know there's so many. But I just thought the analogy of, you know, there's loads of essential oils you can use. So find the one that resonates with you and works for you and makes you happy and makes you feel empowered. But do the same if you are ever in a situation where you feel like you've got to ask for someone else's advice on something. I'm not talking about like medical things here. Like if you've broken your arm, go to A&E and get somebody to put it in a pot. Don't like do it yourself. Well, unless, you know, whatever, choose to do what you want, but you know what I mean. So for stuff like meditation, visualizations, maybe seeing recurring things in nature and thinking, oh, why is it I've seen an owl 3 times in a row? What does owl mean to you? What does that, seeing that at maybe that time in that scenario, mean to you? Don't just go and give your power away and find out from somebody else, thinking that you don't have the answers, because you all have your own answers deep inside if you look. And I can highly recommend, if you're into the idea of looking more at your dreams and what they're telling you about stuff, I can't recommend enough Dream Gates by Robert Moss. I'm listening to it on Audible, and I have heard that actually the book you can buy might be slightly different to the Audible version, but it's just nice, again, to hear someone say, don't sort of give your power away by asking somebody else. He said if you want advice on your dreams, or you want to share your dream with someone, then share with somebody that you trust, who's not going to try and interpret and take your power away from you, but might reflect back to you maybe something you've seen and give you a different insight, or might just say, if that was my dream, then this is what it might mean to you, just to give you a thing. But don't accept somebody basically taking your power from you, and don't give your power away to other people. So I just thought I'd share that, because it had come in from a couple of different directions over the stuff I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. And if you have a power animal and you looked up on Google what it was, maybe now is the time to go and... So if you've got a power animal already and you looked it up on Google, now is the time to go and maybe do a bit of journaling on what does that power animal mean to me, and why could that power animal be empowering for me in my life, and how does that power animal connect me to nature. Those are the sorts of things that I'd be journaling. And, you know, feel free to ask other people, but take your power back. Be your own advisor when it comes to these things. That's my advice anyway. So anyway, take care of everybody. And remember, the reason I say all this stuff is because you are the only version of you on this earth, and you are amazing and awesome, and you have your own talents to give to the world. So don't give that away either. There's nobody like you, and you're amazing. Okay, take care. Bye.